Okay, so this is for my esports team, and if they want to learn certain things about Viper. Viper is really good on bind, specifically bind, because she can cover a lot of the map with her abilities. What's really annoying though, that people keep forgetting about her, is that, or at least people that are trying to pick up Viper, is they forget how good she can be on B. She can actually be really good on B, especially on attack, and that comes with 3 really good snake bites that can actually get off. That can actually not frag, but they can damage, like severely damage, and make a lot of enemies vulnerable. And these 3 corners are an elbow on B side, this little corner on B side, and then the double boxes on B side. All on B side, obviously. From easiest to hardest, easiest one is probably right here. Just stand in this corner, aim. Doesn't really matter which way. It doesn't really matter like which side. As long as it's on this half, it should be good. As long as your crosshair is aimed on this half of the side, and not before this area right here, you should be fine. So aim it right. I usually aim it right here, which covers a very good chunk of this little corner right here. That's the easiest one. Right in the middle would be this. Would be the one for elbow. For elbow, what I like to do is I like to not line up with the corner of this wall, but line up with the back of this wall, and make sure I can see the back of the wall. So, not that. My bad. So, aim up. You're gonna see a cloud, big fucking cloud. Right here is there's a little gap to where you can see the sky. Aim right towards the middle of this area. But if that confuses you, literally just if you count off these gray lines, or not gray lines, but these lines on these grid lines on the iron sheet, on the sheet of metal, and count 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then come up, and then come out right here, and then 5. For me, it's just better to aim in that little pocket, but when you do that, you should cover a very decent amount of elbow. Now, if they are, however, keep in mind though, if anybody is stupid enough to do this, they will do it. They will do it. But then again, that's a pretty easy frag, because then you can just come up right here. Right. There you go. God, I can't hit it. My bad. This is why I'm not an entry fragger. But yeah, despite that, the last one, which is considered to be the hardest, is the one for the double boxes. A lot of people made this overly complicated by telling you that you should line up this little third bar with this line right here, aiming up towards here, to where this little line, or you're slightly below this little line, aiming above, aiming in this little corner right here, and firing. This is not bad, but let's see if did I actually make that. I did make it, which isn't bad, but for some reason I tend to forget it. I tend to forget that exists, and it is a little bit quicker, because then what you can do is it's also a little bit more utilizable, because then you can actually use your wall to
toxins going up.
Cut off a decent chunk of B.
Toxin screen down.
And this little area, and cubby, which makes cubby, hall, and this little box behind hookah, or the hookah window. Make it seem not impossible, but it makes it blocks off the line of sight. That's not, you can use that snake bite if you want, but then again, I tend to do really inconsistent with it. I tend to be very inconsistent with it, because I am just a bitch like that. Because this is probably gonna miss. If it doesn't miss, then well, fuck me. See what I mean? I'm not consistent with it. So if you're not consistent with it like I am, what you can do is line up on this little corner right here, and where your ultimate is. Don't look at the crosshair. Look at the ultimate. Where my ult, where X. Notice that there's obviously 7 diamonds. Those 7 diamonds display how many orbs you have until you can use your ultimate. Those last 2 diamonds, I want you to place this light second light to the left, in between that little gap. So it should look like this, and then aim slightly up to where the blue light is just resting on the line, and then fire. That should get the back of it. So to recap, first location, or first one, back of B. Not the back of B, but corner of B. Second one, again, doesn't really matter. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then the third one. There you go. There's your 3 corners.